when people are trying to save, people always try to save for a goal, for something materialistic. They're trying to save towards something that they can attain in the future. Let me tell you a story. I was around 19, a couple years ago. I was making pretty okay money. I wasn't saying I'm making a glorious amount of money, right? So what does a 19-year-old do with good money and he doesn't have bills? I went and bought a truck. Probably like, at the time, probably like 3 years behind the newest model. So I went and bought a truck. I thought I was a badass. I was driving around thinking I was a badass, picking up my friends, having the best time of my life, you know? So me not being financially literate at the moment, at the time, I didn't really care much about the payments. So I was being a dumbass, driving around, giving it all, burning tire. So usually when you start doing that, your truck tends to break. So I went ahead and I broke the truck. I put a lot of money in it, a lot of money fixing it up. Probably stayed in the mechanic shop for over 3 months. And that's what shit hit the fan. I didn't have any more for the monthly payment. I was being a little choked because I had to pay the mechanic thousands of dollars. I fucked up the transmission. The AC didn't work. Thousands of dollars. While I still had a monthly payment coming up. Around $800 a month for a truck. And so I started realizing this ain't the way to be. I was literally working for that vehicle. But surely I learned from my mistakes. I don't regret it. I feel like I needed that in my life in order to better myself. And right now I base my life on... I based most of my financial decisions because of the action right there that I did. So thankfully, my dad was actually looking for a truck. So I ended up selling it to him, which got me out of that debt. And actually, I did not make the amount of money I put into it, but I was out of debt. So after that, I got myself a little car, and here I am now, right? So from that point onward, I started realizing that you don't need a reason to save. Most people need a reason to save. Most people want to save for a car, for a house. They want to save for a vacation coming up. Most Jeffries want a reason to save. They feel like they need a reason to save. You don't need a reason to save. You should save for the rest of your fucking life. You need to save consistently. Every month, every paycheck, every week, you need to put a percentage of your income into saving for that occasion that could happen. You could lose your job. The 2020 COVID recession that happened. Look at all these people that lost their jobs. They're relying on the government to take them out of debt. Some people started using their credit cards as their emergency fund. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. You should build an emergency fund. You should and have a reason to save money. You should save just for the sake of it. Because we live in a life, we live in a world where you don't know what could happen tomorrow. You don't know what could happen in a week. You don't even know if you don't even know what could happen in a week, what makes you think you're going to know what happened in the next 2-3 years? So you need to be ready for anything. And that's what that emergency fund is for. It's a little bit of oxygen, I would like to call it. You get laid off, you get fired, a little bit of oxygen left on your tank. Because the moment you run out of oxygen, that's when shit start hitting the fan. So you shouldn't need a reason to save. Save. And don't dig into that emergency fund. Most people get a little, oh, they saved up $10,000, they saved up $20,000. What do? Oh, I'm good enough. Go buy a brand new vehicle. $20,000 down. Don't be that person. Be smarter. Delay gratification. Invest in your future. Like always, stay on the grind.